watching Plant Identification Through Personal Investigation with Angeline Whitmire. This video is called Creating and Using a Plant Journal. This video is about creating your personal plant journal. Before buying or making a particular journal or notebook, let's explore what you plan to use the journal for, as well as the format of its content. A plant journal becomes a record of your plant explorations. If you're a person who enjoys making lists and/or checking things off a list, then your journal might include a plant life list for the plants you've seen and identified. And maybe there's another list for the plants you've come to know well, or a list of your personal plant allies. Perhaps you enjoy having an image record of plants. You might like to draw a plant in detail, or sketch a part of the plant of interest to you. Maybe photography is your style, so your plant journal would have photos of the plants. The images could include the plant's flower, its branching habit, its bark, its dried seed head or dried flower stalk. Most likely, you will use your plant journal for notes. You could record details you notice about a plant. For example, its environment, the characteristics of its stem, flower, leaves, fruit, seed, or bark, how the plant feels or smells, or possibly variations you notice between specific individuals in a plant species. You might make a note of where and what day you found the plant. You could write down a list of references with more information about a plant, such as a field guide and the relevant page number, or a website URL. Your plant journal might include handouts you obtained during a plant walk or at a seminar on plants. Perhaps you found a photo or illustration in a magazine, a calendar or a brochure, or on the internet, which you could include with your notes. If you are studying a common prolific plant, you might have a dried sample of the plant in your plant journal. Now that you've thought about what to put in your plant journal, let's turn to the form of the journal. The possibilities are greater than what I can give you here because you are unique, and what you create will be unique. With that in mind, here are some things to consider. Think about the overall size of the plant journal, its dimensions, as well as the number of pages. You may prefer lined paper because you write a lot, or you may prefer unlined paper because you plan to sketch a lot, or you just like the paper without lines on it. If you plan to draw or paint, you know the type of paper that will work best with your chosen medium. You might have lots of things to insert in your plant journal, things like handouts or computer-printed lists, so you might want to use a 3-ring binder as your plant journal. Maybe you need some other form of journal with pockets. If you expect to take your plant journal in the field, think about how fussy you may be about a level of protection for it, from wind, water drops, or dirt. And if that is of concern to you, then use a plant journal which has a waterproof cover, or is carried in its own special bag with your writing or drawing tools. Acknowledge to yourself that your plant journal will likely change its form and content as you use it. That's part of the joy of exploring. Okay, so you've thought about how you'll use your plant journal, what kinds of things you'll put in it, and what its format will be. The next step is to either purchase, barter for, or personally make your plant journal. Have fun with this. The final step is to use your plant journal. Know that it is your plant journal, and it can look and function in any way that you choose. Enjoy your plant journal journey. Visit identifythatplant.com for more plant identification resources and information about how you can confidently master these skills of correct plant identification. You've been watching Plant Identification Through Personal Investigation with Angeline Whitmire.